last time we had a large stack of trolls heading straight for Obric's castle, fortress, capital, and hopefully we can destroy him with it. If not, well, we are probably in a very bad place. Merlin has cast Crusade. Good for him. Jack. Good for you, Jack. Somebody just gained a level. I only have one hero, so this guy is somebody. Let's take a look at what he got. He got more arcane power, which increases the hero's magical range attack by +1 per level of experience. So he can zap people very hard, which is pretty neat. And he's immune to missiles, but he isn't immune to wizard spells, which is usually what my heroes get taken out by. But that's fine. At least it provides another target at my home to shoot at. Anyways, maybe if I get him to high enough level, he can actually become useful in other ways. And since he has some spell power, he does provide some extra defense at my home when it is attacked. But generally, they die pretty early. Unless it's wandering monsters, then he'll really help take them out. We're working on finishing the road. And we've got more war trolls moving up. These guys are wounded, but they can heal on the road, right? Right. Although they might get killed on the road as well. Having extra dwarves does cost more money. And I don't care about the dwarves as much as I do the trolls now. The trolls, they have that survivability. Right, we were researching Flame Strike, which will be done in 3 turns. Can we make that any faster, perhaps? Like at -4 mana, we could do it in 2? Is it still 2 if I tune it down like that? Or it goes up to 3? Okay, yeah. Just wanted to get the most for my research, as it were, for my magic. 3... Still 3. I wish I could see the results of this a bit faster. 3 turns. 2 turns, okay. Alright. Next turn. Horsefoemen are no match for my cow fists, cow axe shield men. They've got large shields, but I don't see them. And I think of Minotaurs as typically using axes, I don't know why. So that's what I said. Even though it looks like they're using their fists, but apparently they have shields, so I mean, if they have shields, they have axes. Anyways, I just ended up saying a lot, explaining a very simple thing. And my Minotaurs will kill you! They have done a lot of damage to that group of reinforcements, because they've got a little road going to the side there. Little road that maybe I should be using, perhaps, right? Would that be better than going over the mountains? But then again, they got a lot of troops on that road. But my war trolls can take out a lot of troops, really. So you know what? Fine. I'm gonna march down the road, and I'm gonna crush everything on the road. Because that will give my war trolls more experience. And then they'll be better when they get to Obric's fort, and then they can take him out too. Because my war trolls can steamroll through anything. And these aerial units will be ready to pounce on the city when it's time. And what they'll do is allow me to cast Flame Strike additional times. Because I can move them in one at a time. Maybe I should just do all of that for this. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Of course, I'm not sure if Crack's calling. Boy, it's Flame Strike time! Which said it costs 60 mana. Let's get... Since I can't really cast Immolation, let's cast Metal Fires. I can't really cast Immolation because Ariel has a Tranquility spell up right now. And any spell I cast like that will get disjuncted immediately. Disjunction, junction, what's your function? To stop your spells. I think I made that joke in an earlier part. Anyways, it's still funny. The Flame Strike. But I think if Crack's Call works, it might actually still kill my trolls. And so I'm a little worried about it. Because I don't want to lose any trolls. Because it destroys a unit in a special way. Although I'm not sure about this. Oh, let's not research so much. We only have 36 casting skills. You know what? We need skill pronto. Otherwise, we'll never cast Flame Strike. We'll also need a mana reserve, but we can worry about that once we actually have the skill. Skill comes first. Although, why is there 62 in parentheses? The value on the left is your casting skill plus any channeling ability offered by heroes. Offered by heroes, huh? The value in parentheses is your base casting skill. So, the hero is allowing me to cast Flame Strike? Is that just at my home? Or is that actually, like, channeling to other places? Because I'm thinking that's just at my home is what you're telling me. Like, I can cast Flame Strike at home, because the dude's there and he's offering me extra spell power, right? Or no? I'm not sure, because he has some of his own magics. He has his own medicine light that he can bring with him. Maybe heroes help channeling. I didn't realize that. I need to keep healthy heroes then, because no wonder they have so much channeling ability. Should I be killing these troops? Let's just move up to the capital for now. That's a lot of rangers and an air... They did take out one of my guys with a Crack's Call. Oh, those bastards, I didn't even notice. Well, that confirms that, and that's also very, concerning, because he can actually whittle down my trolls now. Well, we certainly need to get the Flame Strike on him. So I wonder how long, at this rate, it will take me to get enough casting skill to cast that spell on him. Probably quite a while, actually, I would imagine. So maybe we should test the fact whether or not I have channeling ability from my heroes. It sounded like it based on the description. But the description could mean a lot of things, really. Also, the food situation is getting kind of low. Just don't Crack's Call me, people. Well, he's going crazy with the Crack's Call, but fortunately it didn't work. And that's good. It's also fortunate that higher level trolls will have higher resistance. And so they Crack's Call the dwarves. Oh yeah, right, I can't attack these guys directly because they're in a flying freaking boat. Flying jerks. Alright, fine, kill off some of my... Obrig's capital city of Lyraeus fell victim to the plague! Well, that brightened my day right up. There's nothing like the plague to make someone's day. What's war, I say, Governor? It's always good for the morale of the plague. It's always fun. Alright, so that's a lot of ranges. Oh, they managed to Crack's Call more of my guys again. So, did the plague actually hurt someone? And can I cast Flame Strike? 2 questions. The answers... The plague did not hurt their troops. Okay, that's my answer to population. The other answer... Flame Strike. No, I cannot cast Flame Strike. I'm gonna need a lot more skill to cast Flame Strike. Dear God, no! The gargoyles were mutilated while fleeing. Alright, fine. You rangers. Just charge and kill the rangers. Wait, they're just gonna sit there. Okay. I was worried they were just gonna sit there. Maybe they didn't just sit there. Come on, Autobot. I'm trusting you on this one. Probably should never trust Autobot, but I think they can handle a bunch of archers. Trolls are especially fearsome to archers. Did I say especially? Especially fearsome to archers because they regenerate. And the archers deal damage over time. So that doesn't work out for them. Alright, reinforcements. You are once again a full stack of trolls. Actually, once they arrive. Stand on them. You're a full stack of trolls now. You stand behind them. And just keep gaining skill power. We'll see how long this actually takes. It seems there is one problem with my plan. And that is that I did not have enough skill. One problem with my plan to win the game. As with anything, my plans to win any game, I did not have enough skill. Yes, no. I like to think I'm actually a decent player. Not a great player, but not a terrible player at games in general. You know, worth my salt if people are paying salt for video games these days. I guess they are. YouTube, Google heard your remarks about the salt payments, and they're willing to take you up on it for your videos. So, the McDonald's salt packets will be sent to you every month. And not much salt, by the way. Just a little, enough to season your foods. Okay, right. Magic. We're up to 41! So we gained, like, what? 3? So, let's say it was 3. That'll make, or was it 4? Well, if it's 3 per turn, at this rate, then it'll take some around 7 turns, or 8. 7 or 8 turns, I'm not sure about that math exactly. I'll have to double check that. But, and I'm terrible at math, by the way. That's okay. I mean, not, I can still get crashing. Crashing game. Well, I'm just gonna have to load and try again. It crashed me to the DOS prompt. Hey everyone! I just had a problem with the game crashing, but we're just gonna hit continue, immediately save the game, and try again. So, let's see what happens now. Okay. Can I save it on a different slot? I'm forgetting what is most recent. I think this one was. So, did I save on that slot? Oh, I may have skipped a slot, but oh well. We're just going to add a number 2 here. And then, if I end the turn, will the same thing happen? Good, good. Time is moving forward. And I'm kind of forgetting what we're doing. So, oh, we were 1 turn back. Okay. So, theoretically, the game will crash next turn if things happened the way they did last time. Good, good. Means we haven't gotten past the air, potentially. We have a full stack of trolls here. I'm gonna move them up. We're going to actually avoid combat. Or is that... maybe that's not a good policy because they're going to attack my reinforcements. Well, we'll change that next turn. As long as the game doesn't lock up. Move these dudes around. And the game's still going. That's good. Although it seems like maybe I've been using auto battle, and then after I use auto battle, the lockup tends to happen. I mean, I generally don't trust auto battle anyways. It's so much more effort to use auto battle on some of these fights when you know you're gonna win. But that's fine. I mean, I've been giving a lot of effort throughout, so why not? A little bit more. Won't kill you, will it? Yes, yes, good. Stress death is very good. Okay, it's not nice to attack people building roads, you know. He killed both of them. They were building the road. Maybe they should have fought. Those guys were rangers. There I go, using auto again. Well, maybe auto didn't cause the lockup, but it couldn't hurt not to use auto anymore, just for the safety factor. Can you guys take that out? Well, they could, but they might take some casualties. Okay, you guys stick together. You guys keep intimidating their place, apparently. Intimidating their populace. How are we doing? 42. Not exactly getting a lot of skill per turn. Is this maximum? It doesn't look like maximum. It looks like there's a space there. But I guess that's maximum. I need more power. I've got a lot of money stocked up, by the way. But that's good. I can convert that to spell power or something. Keep saying don't use auto. I'm going to keep using it. Because obviously I'm a creature of habit. And apparently I'm lazy. What lazy? You don't like to do the battles yourself. You don't like to click. You're banished, my guys. You're banished. Beast man. I always thought Skeletor's voice in He-Man was generally pretty hilarious. He sounded a little bit like a 50s gangster or something. You'll never take your life, He-Man, yeah. But kind of whiny, like a whiny. Yeah. He-Man. I'm a whiny gangster. Skeletor. That's the kind of way I imagine him. Skeletor the whiny gangster. Yeah, I'm Skeletor. Just one of those funny voices. I don't know. Obviously, I watched too much He-Man as a kid, and then as an adult. Hey, so that's what's wrong with me. Watching kids' cartoons as an adult, that's not right. Or maybe it's because I watched Pee Wee Herman when I was a kid, and that'll mess anyone up. No. It was an alright show. Merlin has cast awareness. Trolls will continue killing. Actually, you know, it's going to take forever before I can cast Flame Strike. It's going to take a long time before I can get my reinforcements up. Perhaps I should just friggin' attack He's gonna keep cracks calling this guy. Oh, I didn't see anyone die when he cracks called. That's good. Oh, we're definitely getting a lot of experience. Okay, that was stupid. I thought I was moving the next guy. Take 2 steps forward, take 2 steps back. Then you do the hokey pokey. I'm with the cracks call. You know they can kill my guys with the cracks call, and they're going crazy with it. Although I'm not sure if his AI actually knows, but it's almost like he knows, I swear. The jerk. Could be quite dangerous. It's a large gamble what I'm doing here, but... well... what else do I have? Okay, convert some of the gold to power. Not all of it, but enough so that I'll be able to do whatever I want. Although I think I had enough for that anyways. Maybe I'll need to do it once or twice. Okay, here we go. So I can cast a Doom Bolt, and that does sound fun. 10 points of damage regardless of the unit's defenses. Calls forth the awesome power of chaos to strike. Power of chaos is truly awesome. I will say that. So we could do 10 points of damage, and a behemoth that is like billion points of health. We could shut the 10 points. We could wound the steam cannon severely, and it will continue to shoot us. And it doesn't have much defense anyways. Regardless of unit defenses. So the defenses, shields? Shields absorb attacks? I thought it was like resistance absorbs magic. But I guess I was wrong. That was just for, that's like for statuses or enchantments. Obviously I'm not a pro when it comes to the rules of this game. So I'm gonna try to shatter some behemoths. That would be quite powerful, because a behemoth has a lot of attack. That's what I'm mainly afraid of, is those behemoths, so I could try to shatter them. I could try to warp them. I could try to eldritch some of my weapons. Let's try to shatter them. I've got more charges of shatter than anything else. We can't shatter them because they don't have weapons. So let's try to warp them! Warp! Creature! Got a lot of resistance. Damn. Well, it was a nice try. You guys go over there because you're wounded. We're gonna have to be very careful about how we handle this situation. Any wounded trolls will have to back up. Any healthy trolls will move them. Actually, that doesn't sound like this. You're gonna have to be that careful. I'm not gonna have to make it. I'm gonna be careful not to make any stupid mistakes. That's fine. Go ahead and keep pelting my flying trolls. They are far away. Let's hopefully we'll be hard to miss. I'm not sure if I should be attacking because that might give them an opportunity to stamp out one of my units when they attack me. On the other hand, they're not attacking, so... spread the damage out. So we can all regenerate. Fresh guys, take a step into the castle, you'll probably get mutilated. So actually, you get Eldritch Weapons. Because you're inside the castle. That, I think, is a good decision. Rather than casting some spell that probably will get resisted because of their crazy resistance. Okay. Everyone else rests. Wow, we didn't do... those behemoths are so scary! They're behemoths! I mean, just like, by definition. But they truly are. I mean, worthy of their name. And that sound is more intimidating than just a I have to admit. It just sounds scary. But we can wait around and get healed. You can't. Pull back. Step forward. We're gonna hold off just because I never know if the behemoth's actually gonna attack us. Seems not. But he did hit that group pretty hard. The archers did. Our flying warriors are almost healed. You guys are getting more healthy. Why don't you guys go? We're gonna slowly and methodically take out this behemoth. It's not gonna be an easy process, but it'll happen. They did attack them. Ouch. We should not have left wounded warriors so close to the castle. If you guys want to sally forth to fight us, go ahead. We're regenerating. And if the battle is unconcluded by the time it times out, then we get to come back full health, and they don't. So actually, this situation is looking fairly advantageous to us in general. Having those two wounded guys isn't the best thing next to the castle. I decide to wipe them out. So let's create another wounded guy. Okay, we got one unit wiped out. That's unfortunate. But we wiped out 2 enemies, and that's pretty good. I guess we're gonna wait for the next unit to step up. These flying guys can sneak in and hold screen. That might be useful. That will be useful. Okay, looks like it's a stone giant. We can take on the stone giants. Our stats are pretty close to a stone giant, really. And there's 4 of us and 1 of him, so we'll be able to take him out, no problem. They're out of ammo. That's a good sign. So let's take some time to regenerate. And as soon as one of us gets healthy, we'll attack. Regeneration is a giant. You have a stack of 9 units anyways, or 8. No, 9, right? I guess I could attack over the wall a little bit. Not sure I want to do that. Does that extra help not regenerate? Not sure if it does. I think I suspect. Well, we certainly didn't because we didn't do any damage. They certainly didn't choke out of us. Not the best exchange, really, but that's fine. They'll get expected. Alright, that takes care of that giant. Who's next? The behemoth. Terrifying opponent. We are afraid of you, behemoth. We accept your power. We recognize your power. I'm starting to think the time limit's on this far, so I probably should have stepped up my aggression a little. It's okay if I take losses if the time runs out, right? That's still the end of battle, right? I mean, I think it is. I think any lost stacks I lose, I get back. Actually, I haven't actually tested the situation of a timeout. So I am a little worried about that, considering I don't know. Pretty sure it'll be okay. Sing a completely different song. It got stuck in my head, what can I say? Well, there's battle music going on, so that's weird. It completely cuts down the tension. I was thinking about flying warriors. Alright. Come to my senses. This is a very important fight, and I should not be singing songs from previous videos. And getting distracted. That's not good. Okay, I can still do some cool magic-y things if I want to. Lightning bolt! That didn't do much. I'll just come inside and poke you in the butt. That's what Tiegon always does. I mean, in any given situation. That's what he does. Doesn't matter who you are, what the situation is, what the story. It's always the same role for Tiegon Bear. A lot of it's gold-looking health. Does that mean it's like regenerating, or I don't know what it signifies here. Also, I shouldn't have wounded warriors, so I guess the battle's not ending because they're still bailing it or something. So a certain number of turns is... I've seen fights end fairly quickly if too many rounds are non-eventful. But I guess considering these rounds of combat eventful, so the battle still continue. Is that it? I think so. Because this has been a long fight, my friends. A long fight. As you can see. But I mean, longer than I would have expected. I would have expected the time limit to come down and say, no, that's enough. Oh, there we go. All units exhausted. And I did lose the units I lost. So, yeah. Trolls can only come back if you win the fight. If your side is victorious. Only if your side is victorious. You can't tie. Otherwise, you'll take casualties. Okay, crap. He's gonna reinforce big time. But at least his troops won't be as... No, he didn't move. He has stacks of troops. Well, he doesn't have stacks of troops, but he has lots of troops nearby. He could have easily reinforced. Okay. Calmly move one space over. Get the chimeras on your side. Oh, wait. Well, that was silly. Okay, invade! Obrick, you die today! It's over for you! Your days of annoying me are over. I can actually claim a victory over 2 wizards, which is better than I've done in the previous videos, so that makes me happy at the very least, even if I don't take out the rest. But this is a very good sign. Let's not claim victory before it actually occurs. They still have 1 behemoth, and though it is wounded, he can do a lot. And he's gonna cast more spells on us. Another wave of magic will be scary. Is he actually out of mana? He might actually be out of mana. Well, we're gonna win this fight, so let's just charge in. I mean, forget it. No, that doesn't sound like a good tactic. But still, let's, well, actually, we took out the behemoth. Yeah, actually, you know what? Forget it. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Wait, where's my flying warriors? Did I already move them? Oh, they're the guys that got wounded first. Right, well, I'm gonna be victorious in this fight. So. Get in there. Go deep. Infiltrate the city. Stop that cannon. It's enough out of you. Okay. We've got the giant surrounded. bunch of trolls. It doesn't stand a chance. To fame! 700 gold, 3,000 inhabitants killed, sorry. And we destroyed the farmers' markets. Obrick looks very pale here. Tiegon banishes Obrick. Obrick begins casting the spell of return. Create artifact and raise volcano. Sweet. Alright, well. Let's see. Let's rebuild that farmer's market, huh? I guess we got everything else. These clacons. Oh, and right, the flag. If the current population exceeds a 1 to 10 roll, then there is a 5% chance each turn that the plague will cease. Well, that's nice. Once the population gets small enough, then it'll stop. Guess I decided to buy a farmer's market. I wasn't kind of thinking about that through. We've got a lot of extra food now, but we'll need to protect this town to keep it. The trolls can do that, though, quite soon. So, get to work. You too. Of course, actually, I don't really want more Minotaurs, but I want wizards. Wow, look at that! What the? Did I get all his mana? I got all his mana! It didn't say I got all his mana. I got a ton of mana. Or maybe not all his mana, but I've got 15,000 mana. I have a ton of mana. Holy crap! This is a lot of mana. I can do whatever I want. Even though I probably can't actually successfully cast a lot of the spells thanks to Ariel, at least I can cast, like, a thing every... Or I can, like, make a artifact or something. Magic Spirit! You know, that's what we're doing. And we're gonna keep focusing on skill, that's for sure. Oh, Magic Spirits, they can't take roads, right? That is familiar. Well, I'm really happy about our chances now. Big attack? No, big money! Big mana! Big mana!